gentlemen, namaskar and a very warm welcome. India and China together represent 36% of the world's population and contribute 1/4 of the world's GDP. It is therefore no wonder when President Xi Jinping made his statement after meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi that when China and India meet, the whole world watches. India and China met after that in India and in China. The whole world paid attention as our leaders reaffirmed their commitment to each other. MOUs worth more than US 20 billion have been signed. As a business leader, I am encouraged by the support that the governments on either side have extended towards the promotion of our business relations. The call given by Prime Minister Modi to come make in India has great relevance for Sino-India economic ties. Secretary DIPP Mr. Kant will of course talk more on this and share his perspective. Here I would like to highlight that no relationship can flourish without appropriate people-to-people exchange at all levels. While there is a deep interest about India in China and China in India, the flow of tourists is very limited. I'm very happy that both governments have realized this important facet of our relationship, and 2015 is declared the Visit India year, and next year will be Visit China year. Our Prime Minister's announcement to offer electronic visas to Chinese tourists is a landmark initiative, and we hope to receive more and more friends from China in the times ahead. I thank the Embassy of China for partnering with FICCI in this initiative. I thank all of you for joining us today and look forward to hearing from Mr. Amitabh Kant and His Excellency Yu Cheng their perspective on the India-China industrial cooperation. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, President Dr. Jyotsna Suri. Thank you for setting the stage. Now request His Excellency Ambassador Yu Cheng from the Embassy of People's Republic of China in India to kindly share his views with us.
Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, namaste. It gives me great pleasure to attend today's event and see so many friends from government, business group, and academia. At the outset, I would like to thank FICCI, friends from FICCI, for organizing today's event in such a short time. My special thanks go to Amit Khan, Secretary Kant, my friend, for taking time to attend today's event and give us a keynote speech. So I'm sure that today's event will help provoking thoughts and sparking wisdom in advancing China-India industrial cooperation. As you all know, last month, His Excellency Prime Minister Modi paid a historic visit to China, and I, as Ambassador of China, escorted His Excellency during the whole visit and almost attended every event of the visit. So I'm very impressed by the success of the visit. And shortly after the visit, I wrote an article for Indian newspaper, The Hindu, to characterize this visit with 3 supers. I think many of you may have read it. First, the super high-level reception, the super fruitful outcome, and super friendly atmosphere. So there were 26 commercial agreements were signed, which was about worth 22 billion US dollars. Just before the visit, I was interviewed by the CNN RBN. I took the courage to predict that the MOUs to be signed during the visit would be worth no less than 10 billion US dollars. So it turned out to be 20 billion, more than 20, twice more than the number I predicted. What's more important is that the visit has boosted the great enthusiasm the passion among the communities, business communities, among the localities, to deepen the cooperations. And also this visit opens unprecedented opportunities for our future cooperation in the field of industry. After years of development and reform, China has entered a new stage of industrialization with lots of advanced, competitive industries that are ready to go global. And India has a huge demand and has huge demand and great potential in industrialization. China's newly released strategy of Made in China 2025, which features innovation and high-end manufacturing, among others. And Prime Minister Modi's Make in India strategy are very much compatible and complementary. As two big neighbors and emerging economies, China and India are close to each other geographically, culturally, and philosophically, and I would say historically. Our two peoples have enjoyed time-honored friendship since antiquity. So all these have set the stage for closer cooperation. On top of that, we are glad to see that the Modi's government has taken effective measures to enhance government efficiency, improve market environment, and make it easier and friendlier for Chinese business to invest in India, including granting e-visa to Chinese nationals, appointing a joint secretary in the Prime Minister's office to overlook Chinese investment, and relaxing restrictions and security checks for Chinese companies. I remember when Modi announced the e-visa in his speech in Tsinghua University. He got a very big and long applause. So this move is very much welcomed in China. And Prime Minister Modi said that for foreign investors, there is no red tape, but only red carpet in India. So the latest development, I tell you, the latest development have proved that the red carpet is ready for Chinese investors. Ms. Kant also told me that yesterday, Prime Minister Modi met with Wang Jianning, the chairman of the Dalian Wanda Group, a real estate giant in China. He's very well received, and during the talks with officials, I was told that the Dalian Wanda Group was promised expedited land acquisition and a single window clearances. And I was also told, Ms. Kant, that there was a special helicopter was flown for them to overlook the land for investment. So I'm sure that Chinese companies will find increasingly improved investment environment in India. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I've been here in India for 9 months now. From what I've seen on the ground and what I have learned through interactions with Chinese and Indian friends, I believe that there are three keys to advance our industrial cooperation. First, the key areas of China-India industrial cooperation are infrastructure and manufacturing. Infrastructure is the very foundation of connectivity, which is essential to bring about a true ancient society, a true ancient century with shared development of China and India. According to experts, every $1 spent in infrastructure will result in $1.89 in upstream industries and $3.05 in downstream industries. There is considerable demand in infrastructure in India as India advances urbanization and industrialization. and build smart cities. So the Modi government has set the goal of increasing infrastructure by 15 to 20% in 2015, including more roads, highways, power generation, and electricity. With China's reliable technology and advanced facilities offered at an affordable price, infrastructure can be a highlight in our cooperation. The railway cooperation is a case in point. China has provided heavy haul transportation training to more than 100 Indian experts, engineers. The two sides are discussing jointly setting up a railway university. The speed raising of Chennai-Bangalore-Mysore railway and redevelopment of railway stations are well underway. Feasibility study of high-speed rail from Delhi to Chennai has been started, and the Chinese companies have taken part in the bidding of feasibility study for other high-speed rails. In addition to railway cooperation, we are also working together in smart city projects. GIFT, Gujarat International Finance Tech City, and Shenzhen City of China have been chosen as the first batch of pilot cities in smart city cooperation. In addition, our cooperation in power generation, real estate development, and other infrastructure sectors are also in full swing. Manufacturing is another important area of cooperation, as it is industrial foundation for economic development. History shows that manufacturing is a critical factor for a country to rise and prosper. Thanks to 30+ years of development since reform and opening up, China has accumulated abundant experiences, technology, know-how, capital, and human resources in manufacturing, which can be applied to the promising market in India. At the same time, India's high-end manufacturing, such as pharmaceutical and IT, can find a ready market in China. Chinese industrial parks in Pune and Vadodara are also in full swing. I was impressed to see the progress made on the ground when I visited the industrial park in Pune not long ago. Once completed, it will create 1 lakh jobs and produce an annual output of $20 billion. So when I visited the Indian software giant Wipro in Bangalore this year, I was told that the company has set up factory facilities as well as R&D centers in Chengdu, Shanghai, and Guangdong province, and plans to further expand its business in China. So I'm sure that these flagship projects will give a strong boost to our overall industrial cooperation. The second key is the key focus of China-India industrial cooperation is at the local level. And this is where the greatest potential lies. I've visited quite a few Indian states in the past 9 months, and I'm deeply impressed by the diversity in India. For instance, Punjab and in the north is a big agricultural state, while Tamil Nadu in the south is strong in car manufacturing. The same is true with China, a big country with huge diversity. In this sense, subnational cooperation is an effective way to tap into the full potential of different regions. There are 8 sister cities and 2 sister states and provinces between China and India. A regional cooperation forum was established during Prime Minister Modi's visit to China. The first such forum India has launched with any country. The chief ministers of Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Gujarat have visited China, and a number of local Chinese leaders have visited India. Recently, I got to know that in a small town, Ningyi, Shandong province, in Shandong province, China, some 40 Indian software engineers have set up China-India Software Industrial Park there. Yeah. The head of the Ningyi was visiting here, and he told me the fact. So the local government especially built a Lotus Temple-like, Lotus Temple-style club and opened Indian TV channels for them. In Shandong province. As far as I know, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh have become new focal points for Chinese companies in our industrial cooperation. Chinese manufacturers plan to invest in a large industrial park in the Kakinada Special Economic Zone in Andhra. And a successful Chinese private tire manufacturer called Greto Junun has settled in Mahinda World City in Chennai and produces over half tire molds in the India market. And they are going to set up a new factory in the north part of China, of India. So they are choosing the site. So here comes the third key. The third key is the key driver of China-India industrial cooperation is the business community. We are now witnessing a new wave of business cooperation between our two countries with many success stories. For instance, a well-known Chinese private company, Sany Heavy Industry, set up a plant in Pune, creating several hundred jobs for the local community. In February, I participated in the opening ceremony of Huawei's new R&D center in Bangalore, which also employs over 2,000 local people. China Huanun Group plans to invest $3 billion in Gujarat to build a coal power plant with a capacity of 4,000 megawatts. Xiaomi, a Chinese homegrown mobile phone maker, is among top 5 smartphone providers in India, with Ratan Tata recently acquiring a stake in the group. The partnership between the Chinese e-commerce company Alibaba and its Indian counterpart Paytm is yet another good example for our industrial cooperation. As I read the story in the Indian newspaper, as the scheduled 20-minute meeting between the two charismatic founders, Jack Ma and Vijay Shaka, went into a 2-hour talk. 20 minutes went into a 2-hour talk. An agreement was sealed that Alibaba will invest $500 million in Paytm. To facilitate business engagement and help explore market opportunities in each other's country, many investment forums and exhibitions have been set up in both countries. In China, there are Canton Fair. I think many of you have been visited this fair. China South Asia Expo, the annual event, which this year will take place in 12th and 13th of June in Kunming. Central China Expo and Western China Expo, to name just a few. And in India, various investment forums have been or will be held in various states to attract Chinese investment. I hope that the business leaders present here and across our countries will make good use of these platforms and unleash your full potential in the world's 2 biggest markets. Ladies and gentlemen, recently I noticed a catchword in Indian media called Chindia, and also a catchphrase called Made in Chindia. So it reminds me of a product, a laptop, a famous laptop of Chinese IT company Lenovo. This product is not only thinner, lighter, and faster than Mac Air of Apple, but also has flip and fold design. It's interesting that it is very popular, not only in China, but in the United States. And it said that popularity in US has even caused a reduced sales of Apple products. So it's worth noting that this product has a fabulous Indian name. It's called Yuga. The product is called Yuga. And the Chinese engineers got their design inspirations just from the elegance and the flexibility of the art of Yuga. So what's more, Lenovo also invited Bollywood star Mr. Ranbir Kapoor to be its endorser. So I end my remarks with this story to show that China-India industrial cooperation is not just an abstract concept, but a practice in reality. It is go with the trend of the time. So I'm confident that so long as we seize the opportunities of the day and work together in a joint pursuit, we will usher in a new chapter in China-India industry cooperation, create new splendor in the duet of the dragon and elephant, and bring about new progress of the ancient century. Thank you.